how to small talk or host a business visitor. I have created and managed multiple businesses that serve international clients where we frequently host foreign visitors coming into our city. Personally, I think the most important part about these visits is actually not just conversation with them on the meeting itself, but actually, how you connect with them outside of it. These downtime are actually the opportunity to build connections and build trust that I personally think that is where the decision making happens. So in this video, I'm gonna show you how to small talk with these business visitors, showcase that you are a welcoming host, and make sure that there's no awkward silence when you guys are moving, transporting, going to a restaurant, etc. This video is for those of you who are business owners as well as BD or relationship team that are gonna going to host guests. The first tip for anyone who hosts foreign visitor is make sure you are a useful host, right? When there are gaps, like if you guys just finished a meeting and now you guys are heading to a restaurant, you guys probably have some downtime, standing waiting for cars, going inside the cars, etc. Be useful. Make sure to ask how their trips are going. Have they ever been to your city? How is their impressions with the cities, the traffic, the weather, etc. And also have some useful fun facts about your city to give to the customer. For example, what I like to do when we are on a car going to lunch or dinner is to introduce part of the city architectures or landmark when we drive past it. I'm from Ho Chi Minh City or Saigon, and some of the fun fact example I would like to share with our visitor is the city has a lot of hidden bars within old apartment, 100 years old apartments that was built by the French when they colonized us. So this is fun facts that they won't able to search up online. Another fun fact I will also share on a dining table is sharing how different Vietnamese cuisines are vastly different from each regions. Northern palate is focusing more on savory dishes. Palate comparing to the central is very spicy. Everything is much more intense because of the weather. It's very difficult. There's a lot of natural disaster. Things needs to be preserved more with more seasoning. And the south is much more sweeter because the southern part is the newest part of Vietnam, and when people on their journey exploring, expanding their land, they need a lot of energies. So sugar is one way for them to make sure they have the energy to open, expand, and discover the landmark. So fun facts, right? That's very fun to share with visitor because no one talks about it. The second tip I'll share with you is how to respond to questions. Instead of using yes, no answer for any particular questions that I ask to get to know you, I would use a technique that I personally call the Octopus Conversationalist. So instead of just answer yes, no, I would give the person maybe 2 to 3 details about me, aka the limbs, so that they can latch on, they can pull from it and expand the conversation naturally. Here are some examples of how you would answer when you commonly ask questions during a business meetings or lunch, etc. Are you from here? No, I'm not from here. No, I'm not from here. I'm come from another city called Cần Thơ. This is the 4th biggest city in Vietnam, and we're based in Mekong Delta. So we're known for our agricultural industry. But for me personally, because I want to be in the tech industry, Ho Chi Minh City give me better opportunities. How long have you worked here? I've been with the company about 2 years. Oh, I have been with the company about 2 years. I started as an intern. They took me in after my internship completed. I was given the opportunity to work with the product team as the business analyst. The third tip is if you don't know what to say, ask questions. Again, this is the chance for you to get to know someone better, because if you guys are in business meeting, this is where we are putting a face to a name. We want to get to know the other person as a more personal level, so that we can build trust. And if you are someone in the operational team, and you most likely will work with this person once the deal's coming through, then you would like to know them, right? You want to trust the person. You want to have some empathy for them when difficulty or challenges arise. How you do that is to ask questions about them. A few tips for giving questions. Number one, you can pull from your common values, and you can try to ask if they are similar. For example, if you have a family already, you may ask them if you have a family already, right? And then that's where you guys can link up together. Or if there is a hobby that you personally like K-pop music, or soccer, or some kind of news that you personally know about their country or where they're coming from, is also a good way to connect with them. Or genuinely, based off their conversation or what they tell you, whatever triggers your curiosity is what you should asking more questions for them to elaborate and explain themselves. Do you have kids? Yes, I have 1-year-old boy, and we've been very lucky that our parent has been very hands-on with the kid as well. Earlier you mentioned that you have 2 daughters as well, right? How do they take it when you are overseas? How long have you worked here? Yes, I've been with the companies about 2 years. I started as an intern, and once my internship was completed, they took me in. That's why I'm now responsible for this tech products as the BA role. How about you? How long have you been with the company? The third way is my favorite way to get to know someone, because I get to learn something out of it. And it's really, keep myself entertained during this business meeting and outings, because I generally, learning something, having fun with it, feeling like I'm connected with that person, and not just a transactional conversation. The last tip I would recommend is build a Google Maps local recommendations for your city. Now, I'm sure your visitor will have a lot of things to do on their own time. They might extend their trip through the weekend so they can have some personal time as well. So what you can do is to actually build up your own personal local favorites on Google Maps. Nowadays, Google Maps can, you can create a collections on it. I'll show you the actual step-by-step on the screen right here. And basically have that on hand. Whenever you meet a visitor, you can absolutely just share that link to them. Yeah, and they can pick what they want to do in their personal time. Hosting someone and showing your welcome to them doesn't mean that you have to be with them 100% of the time, but it's actually letting them having their personal time and also explore activities that suit their interests. If you want it to be even more welcoming on your Google Map collection, you can also add a little bit of notes of why you like that particular place or a specific dish that you would recommend them to order when they get there. That to me is the ultimate trick to show that you are welcoming them to your city and hope that they have a great time. If you like this kind of content on this channel, I also host a podcast called Gotham, means Builder by Heart, where I interview entrepreneurs like myself for practical business tips that you can implement today into your business. So if you like this kind of content, make sure to hop over my channels and check those episodes out.